trying to start the drive with a pass. Oh, they're after him. He'll try to do it himself. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Gives it on the option. Twists that arm out. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Dropping back, it's Newton. Rushes on him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Moving away from pressure. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Got a little space. Turning it on. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. What a play by this defense. Got some room to run. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Quarterback may change this route. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now on the move. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Running into the open space. There he goes. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Snapped it inside the 20. Touchdown, Memphis. He got a step and just dusted the field. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Bringing the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And they get the sack, but they knew it was a pass. You go nickel, you're bringing more speed on the field, more DBs. You let the pass rush eat. Everybody communicates, right? Like, you understand by formation, by tendency, they're throwing the football. Nice job by the defense understanding what the offense was trying to do.
Throws to the wideout. Over the middle, it's Johnson. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the middle. That's reeled in. It's Allen. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a 1st down.
You know, momentum's a big part at the quarterback position, too. And sure, he threw a pick on the last drive. So let's come out on this one and find some easy completions from the pocket. If it's not there for me downfield right away, let me find my...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, UCF! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he picks up what he can before stepping out of bounds at the end of the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. Williams will pass. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
The Tigers with a long way to go after after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. Sets one guy, now he's loose. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. He'll throw it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Memphis will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Newton. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Brought down at the 31, it is a first down. They'll immediately call timeout. It's first and 10 from the 31. To the air on first down. Going for the big play. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Woof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
I think that's a decision the head coach is going to look back on and wish he had done the other thing and just kick it way down the field. You've got a tie game. We've got so much football left to play here in the second half. Instead, because you don't get the onside kick, your opponent is now set up in really nice field position to go down, score, and take the lead.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. On the option. He'll toss it. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
Just really Nice, solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice jump game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too. And big-time play by this defensive line. Setting the line of scrimmage, getting the stop, forcing the fourth down now. I think I got a pretty good idea, Palmer, that, well, if you're calling plays, if I'm calling plays, well, really, if anybody's calling plays, I'm thinking green light.
Yeah, so let's see if the defensive line can do it again. You just saw it on that last play.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Looking to throw, it's Newton. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Fires on the move. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in fourth and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Williams looking for a man. The quick out. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Offense changing the play. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Breaks into the open. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback.
Get set.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
Touchdown, Tiger! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Pocket breaking down. Knocked off his feet.
Really good job by this defense. Way to be dialed in and understand. It's a pass, and they're trying to throw the football down the field, and that clock is ticking, but understanding what you're playing against. A guy that can absolutely fly. Nice job closing in on him and getting him on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Brown.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions. Nope.
Pulls it in down the sideline. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. He's going to fire to the left. He holds it in, and that is close. Touchdown Knights. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And now they've decided to go for two. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a huge scoring extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away.
Prime time, baby.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Making side adjustments here. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's open. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Williams will pass. He's got it. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This almost certainly to win the game. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. They want to run this quarterback. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they decide to trot out the kicker. The line of scrimmage is the 34. That means a 51-yard field goal attempt with a chance to win the game. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.